Hello, everybody. I'm your host, and today we are going to be looking at 3 a.m. security footage that you should never watch alone. Let's get into it. First up, we have to look at this very creepy footage coming from China. In this footage, we see a woman standing in her apartment complex's parking lot. She has just come home and parked her car, but little did she know that she was being followed. As she gets out of her car, you can see somebody sitting on the stairs of the apartment complex. They were following her. Then when she notices them, they run off. So she must have seen who it was. But who was it? Well, let's fast forward to a few moments later where we see the same person walking around the corner. He's wearing the same clothes. He has his hood up and he appears to be completely blocking his face with a blue folder. Why is he doing this? Well, let's just find out. A bit later, she's in the doorway to her apartment about to open it with her key card. But who's that behind her? It's him again. The man who had been following her has returned yet again, and you can see he is still keeping his face covered. Now, even though this video doesn't have sound, just imagine if this man had jumped out and said, "Hey, A, B, C, how scared would you be?" Because at this point he's literally stalking this woman. He's been following her for quite some time now. This is what nightmares are made of. Now, thankfully, she does appear to get inside safely. But who was this mysterious man? That's the real question. What was he trying to do? Was he trying to rob her, or worse? We may never find out, and that's the scariest part. Thankfully, this story does have a happy ending because nobody was harmed. But this man is one creepy dude. And who knows what he could be capable of. Imagine if he had attacked her or done something bad. It makes my skin crawl just thinking about it. Moving on, we have to look at this very strange video coming from Brazil. In this footage, we see a young boy walking through the door. He walks down the hallway and then down some stairs. But look who's coming around the corner. It's a woman. She's holding a baby in her hands. But wait a second. That's not her baby. Just look at the stroller. The baby isn't even looking at her. I think this lady has kidnapped this child. That's the only explanation. But why? Well, she goes down the stairs and you can see that the child is now screaming. It looks like he's saying, "Help me." But no one comes to help. The kidnapper continues to walk with the child until they get to the bottom of the stairs. And you can see that there are 2 men waiting for her. One of the men is carrying a briefcase, so maybe there's money in there. Maybe they paid her to kidnap this child. But why? Who knows? Moving on, we see the 3 of them walking outside. It looks like they're going to get into a car, but instead, they all 3 get onto a motorbike. Yeah, a motorbike. How are they going to fit onto a motorbike? Well, you're about to find out. As they get onto the motorbike, you can see the man drop his briefcase. They all 3 wear helmets and the motorbike drives off. I don't know what's going on here, but this is one weird situation. It looks like a drug deal went down. Maybe the child's parents were drug dealers or something. But I really hope this child is okay. I don't know about you guys, but this video just gives me major drug cartel vibes. Moving on, we have to look at this video from Peru. In this footage, we see a man working in his gas station. It looks like he's cleaning up or something. But suddenly the door opens and 2 armed robbers jump over the counter. They're both wearing masks and they are pointing their guns at him. So our poor worker complies and opens up the till. He puts his hands up in the air and slowly opens up the till for these men. But what happens next is insane. While one of the men stands by the door, the other starts taking money out of the till. But what does he do next? He takes off his mask. And wait till you see what he does next. The man grabs a baseball cap and puts it on. He then takes his mask and puts it inside of it. He turns to the other guy and tells him something. They then leave the store together. And yeah, that's it. That's all they got. These 2 clowns ran away with a couple $100. I guess that's better than nothing. But you gotta be kidding me. Do these guys really think that they're scary? I mean, come on, really? They're not even wearing gloves. Also, why did he put his mask inside of the baseball cap? That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And finally, what did he say to his partner in crime? I want to know that. What did he say? Hopefully they caught these guys. Moving on, we have to look at this very strange footage coming from Texas. In this footage, we see a guy getting out of his car. He opens up the trunk and starts taking stuff out of it. But who's watching him from above? It's a woman. She's in an apartment and she's watching him through her security camera. So, what does our protagonist do? Well, he grabs a large stick and starts knocking on her door. He knocks and knocks and knocks, but obviously nobody answers. So he leaves and he goes back to his car. He gets in his car and drives off. But wait a second. Here's where things get strange. Later that night, the same man returns. He is once again carrying that large stick and he goes to the same door. You can see that the door has a peephole and he lines up the peephole with the knob. He then sticks his whole hand in the peephole and starts pressing the buttons inside. I don't understand this at all. Why is he doing this? Is he trying to break in or something? Well, after trying a few different buttons, he seems to find the right combination, and the door opens up. The man enters the building, and the door closes behind him. Who is this man, and what is going on here? I am completely confused. Was he trying to hack into the building or something? Or maybe he knew the password already and was trying to let himself in. But why would he go to such long measures just to get into this building? And why did he try the peephole? This makes absolutely no sense. Moving on, we have to look at this very scary footage coming from Russia. In this footage, we see a man walking into his garage. He closes the garage door and parks his car inside. But who's hiding in the garage? It's a burglar. He jumps out and points a gun at him. Our driver runs for his life. The burglar follows. And honestly, I think the burglar is more scared than our driver. Our driver manages to escape, but the burglar finds another way into the house. It looks like he entered through the front door and stole a bunch of stuff. But wait, what's this? The owner comes back with a shotgun. And honestly, I think the burglar is more scared than our driver. The burglar runs out of the house and flees the scene. Nobody was hurt and nothing was stolen. So that's good. But this burglar is one brave son of a gun. I mean, look at him. He's a literal skeleton. If I saw a guy running towards me with a shotgun, I would turn around and run the opposite direction. But not this guy. Nope. He just keeps on going. He doesn't even care. But now it's time for you to make your voice heard. Comment below which was the scariest 3 a.m. security footage. If you want to see more short videos, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. And if you haven't already, then what are you waiting for? Subscribe for more content.